Stop at the 19. The Golden Flashes offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're trying to get to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the golden flashes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Kent State! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll run it from the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quickly complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the 1st down marker. Now he's helping out his offense. Keep the drive.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Floyd. They're bringing heat. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the gun, the running back has it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Buying some time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The offense set for a first down play. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll go right back to him. Bullnose ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sacked the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This offense has a second down play. To throw, it's Floyd. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. At the 35, he's open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. On second down, wants to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It is perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The golden flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, golden flashes. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they swarm him under. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Offense in an empty set. They'll throw it on first down. It's on target and complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Scanning the field, it's Floyd. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Finds the tight end. And the golden flashes get enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Trying to get to him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. A little release to the back. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And it's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. The golden flashes will keep this drive going.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.